June is Pride Month, the time to celebrate those who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. And there's a nonprofit that works to offer accessible therapy to queer and trans youth.
They work with youth all across the state, and their executive director, Ryan Fouts, joins us to tell us a little bit more about it. Hi, Ryan.
Hi there.
Thanks for being with us this morning. Tell us a little bit about Reclaim and who you guys serve.
Yeah, so Reclaim is a nonprofit, and our mission is to increase access to mental health care for queer and trans youth so they're able to reclaim their lives from oppression in all of its forms. So we focus on serving queer and trans youth ages 12 to 25 and their families.
You guys were started in 2009.
Yes.
What's it been like? How many people are you serving? What's it been like in the community to have this resource available?
Yeah, we usually serve on average around 200 youth each year.
Wow.
And most of our work is focused on individual therapy, but we also provide relationship and family therapy, group support as well. But one of the things that really makes us unique is a commitment to financial accessibility. So we're really working to create a space where folks are able to show up and get support kind of regardless of finances and sort of where they're at on that level.
So kind of give me the mindset of someone who needs this kind of treatment, and is it because, I'm sure it's a million different reasons, whether it's family accepting, whether it's them being comfortable with who they are. I mean, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I would say there are kind of two broad groups of young folks who come work with us. One group is folks who have questions or want to explore on a deeper level their identity as it relates to gender or sexuality. And so that is a key reason that they come to work with us, is to get support from our therapists to do that identity exploration work. But another group of young people that tends to work with us is youth who already know that they're part of the LGBTQ+ community, and they have other mental health concerns that they want to address, depression, anxiety, trauma, but they know that by coming to Reclaim, their identity is not going to be an issue that's going to get in the way of the mental health treatment that they want to seek. So those are sort of the two big reasons that we see folks come to work with us.
And so everyone who works with Reclaim is in the LGBTQ?
Either is in the community or is exploring whether they might be part of the community. So we certainly, will work with folks who are not sure where they're at in terms of identity and that development process. So
I like the idea that you guys are available to people not just in Minnesota, but in other parts of the state. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so our office is in St. Paul. We're just across 280 from here. So our in-person work is really for folks in and around the Twin Cities, but all of our therapists also work online with virtual therapy. And our service area is literally any young person in the state of Minnesota. So all of our therapists, have a blended caseload of folks in person and online. We also have a contract therapist who is physically based up in Two Harbors, and his focus is specifically on working with youth from communities throughout greater Minnesota. So anyone, literally the only stipulation is if you're physically in Minnesota, we can work with you and provide therapy. So
you mentioned a couple of minutes ago kind of working with families, and I'm kind of curious about how that aspect of things looks.
Yeah, so family therapy is incredibly important. We really want to support the young person and where they're at, but really helping that whole family come along the journey with them. So in addition to individual therapy, we'll also do family therapy for the whole family system. But even if we have parents or caregivers whose child may or may not be one of our clients, we offer parent and caregiver consultation services. We really talk about with families and parents and caregivers that when your child comes out, whether related to gender or sexuality, you are also going to be on your own journey of understanding and deepening your own awareness. And so those are services that we provide to bring parents in, give them resources, give them information, give them a space to ask questions, to express their own concerns, and to be able to do that independently of their child so that they're not essentially using their child kind of in that therapy process, but really having their own space to process where they're at.
Well, and I'm trying to envision that conversation between parent or grandparent and child who's coming out, and maybe there's tension. Maybe you feel like as the child you're being attacked because these people are asking the questions, that having this resource available to parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles to ask the questions so that they have a greater knowledge
Exactly.
is a really great resource.
Yeah, the coming out process is really like a successive process. So you not only start by maybe coming out to your parents, then like exactly like you said, then you might have to consider aunts and uncles and grandparents, and what is Thanksgiving dinner going to look like this year? Because your identity is different. You use different pronouns. How are we going to navigate that as a family? So it is a very large process that families have to navigate and kind of make those decisions around boundaries and sort of where are we going to hold ourselves? How are we going to support you? What's the safest? Like really helping the family system navigate all of those questions is really key.
Well, Ryan, thanks for stopping by. Of
course.
I appreciate it. It's good to learn more about the organization.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll be sure to post more information about Reclaim on our website at minnesotalive.com.